Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC Midday News. I am Abosedi Adenu. We are starting off with the no-fly life ban imposed by the airline operators of Nigeria on the passenger of Ibom Air, Comfort Emanson, for allegedly assaulting cabin crew of the airline. The association's spokesperson, Obiora Okonkwo, says the ban on Ms. Emanson from flying with any AON member, either domestically or internationally for life, takes immediate effect. He also says anyone who exhibits such behavior going forward would suffer a similar consequence. Part of the statement states this was not just disruptive, it was a sustained violent attack that placed the lives of crew, passengers, and the integrity of the aircraft itself at risk. This behavior is unacceptable, end quote. Comfort Emanson was consequently charged to court and remanded at the Kirikiri Correctional Center in Lagos. Just last Tuesday, Fuji artist Keyamo, popularly known as K1D Ultimate, was banned by the NCAA for 6 months over his unruly behavior at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The ON says his ban remains. And in reaction, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria FAN says increasing frequency of unruly behavior by some passengers at the nation's airports will not be tolerated because it is unacceptable within the framework of civil aviation. FAN has advised passengers to acquaint themselves with the passengers' rights and responsibilities and airlines' obligations, as published by the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority and their bylaws. The Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has condemned the public release of indecent video footage involving a passenger, Comfort Emanson, aboard an Ibom air flight. In a statement, Mr. Keyamo described the action as totally unacceptable and directed that the staff member responsible for leaking the sensitive clip be identified and sanctioned. While acknowledging that the footage was originally recorded as evidence to prosecute the passenger's unruly conduct, the minister criticized the circulation of portions showing indecent exposure, saying it amounted to debasing womanhood. For more on this controversial development of national attention, Aviation Analyst Chuks Willimore joins me here in Lagos State. Good to have you join us, Mr. Willimore. You know, some have made comparisons between this particular case and the one involving Fuji musician Keyamo just last week. Are there really any comparisons, and what do you make of, you know, this rising trend?
Abosede, thank you very much for having me today. It's unfortunate that the aviation industry is being turned to motor parks. It's very, very unfortunate. We have annexes, we have guidelines, we have protocols in the aviation industry, unlike motor park, where anything goes. In the past 2 weeks, we have not been having it so good, despite all the things that are put on ground to ensure that aviation remains one of the best means of transportation. Well, the incidents you just referred to, you talked about AON, banning Emanson from flying. It's their right. They are the owners of the business. They know what to do. Anything that want to tarnish their image or bring down their business, they don't want it. Aviation is a highly regulated industry, and you cannot afford to joke with anything there. The issue is that so many things have happened. The first one happened in Abuja. Nothing was done. The second one happened again just 2 days ago. And all of a sudden, people started commenting. You see, the problem we have in Nigeria is that we don't obey rules. We don't obey our laws. That is the problem we are having in Nigeria. In
this particular case, Mr. Willimore, in this case now, I'm sorry to quickly come in there. You know, there have been questions as to the speed with which this particular case is